Good morning, televiewers. You're welcome to this special edition on Media Prime. This day we're going to be zooming into what is happening in the southwest region with the outbreak of cholera in Fako division, precisely with many cases reported in Limbe and also in Buea. Yesterday we understand that the governor of the southwest region, Bernard Okaliabilai, made a stop working visit in Limbe. They met with stakeholders there, saw what was happening, and came up with some very key decisions to arrest what is happening out there. This day we're going to be looking at what is happening in Fako division in the southwest region and Cameroon as a whole with cholera. Possibly we're going to be talking with officials of the health department of the southwest region. We have persons on ground in Limbe and Buea who will be calling in, but we also want to give opportunities to you who is watching us from across the world to call through the numbers on your screen to tell us how we all can join hands together to kick out cholera by ensuring that our respective communities are safe from death and all of what is attacking our health. I am going to be doing the special edition with my colleague Gwladys Bomotonguina, who is in the studio with me. Bonjour Gwladys.
Bonjour Monsieur Kum Leonard, et c'est toujours un plaisir pour moi d'être sur ce plateau. Bonjour à vous ce matin, merci de nous retrouver pour cette édition spéciale qui va parler du choléra. Effectivement, un autre problème qui s'élève au Cameroun, et c'est un plaisir pour nous tous d'adresser cette situation.
Yes, the Guardian Post is reporting 40 cases in Limbe and lots of persons infected, cases of death already. Very disturbing there, Gwladys.
Effectivement, c'est quand même triste de se retrouver encore dans ce siècle et au Cameroun où on parle des cas de choléra. Mais malheureusement, Monsieur Leonard, je vais un peu être cru ici sur ce plateau pour dire que en fait, ceci est une résultante logique des événements qui se sont produits au Cameroun depuis plusieurs années déjà. On va commencer d'abord par parler de l'absence de l'eau. C'est déjà, je pense que c'était hier ou avant-hier, on célébrait la journée internationale de l'eau et le Cameroun qui s'est joint aux autres pays pour célébrer cette journée. Or, au Cameroun, on a des régions qui n'ont pas d'eau. Au Cameroun, on a un manque d'eau. Plus précisément, dans ces zones, on a vu, il y a eu plusieurs reportages où les gars envoyaient les gens avec des bidons d'eau pour aller chercher de l'eau dans des endroits vraiment précaires. Et on se pose la question de savoir, est-ce qu'il n'y a pas pu avoir une solution à ce problème d'eau? Pourquoi est-ce qu'on se retrouve avec un problème d'eau dans une région qui est censée être, qu'on appelle une région côtière, où il doit forcément avoir de l'eau? Où sont passés les forages? Comment est-ce qu'on peut expliquer aux Camerounais qu'il n'y a pas d'eau au sud-ouest camerounais?
Gwladys, don't you think that keeping our environment and other things clean is also our responsibility?
Effectivement, j'en arrivais. Parce que là, il y a d'abord le problème d'eau. Parce qu'il faut d'abord présenter le problème majeur. C'est l'eau d'abord. Puisque quand on parle d'hygiène, il faut bien se laver les mains. On ne se lave pas les mains avec de la salive. On se lave les mains avec de l'eau propre. Or, on n'a pas déjà d'eau et encore moins une eau potable. Alors, maintenant, il y a un deuxième pan qui est celui de l'absence carrément peut-être même d'ISACAM dans cette partie du pays. On a eu des reportages où on voyait des amas d'ordures dans ces régions-là, dans cette partie du pays. Et on se pose la question, mais que fait la mairie, que fait la communauté urbaine? Comment est-ce que les populations sont censées vivre dans un environnement pareil, un environnement pollué? Et ça ne dérange personne. Mais c'est la réalité. C'est vrai, on va dire que, ok, dans notre pont, la population doit aussi respecter, c'est-à-dire à mettre de leur sien pour respecter d'une manière générale des mesures d'hygiène, mais comment est-ce que les populations vont faire pour respecter ces mesures-là lorsque la poubelle vient te retrouver dans ton salon?
Yeah, but we take the case of Douala. There are places in Douala where people have been asked not to construct, and they keep on constructing. And if you were to go to communities, the outskirts of Limbe and Buea, you find actually streets that were supposed to be streets for the passage of water, people are constructing anyhow. Who do you blame here?
Ok, merci beaucoup, Monsieur Léonard, pour cette question. Je voudrais dire une chose, c'est que je pense que depuis plus de 5 ans, aujourd'hui, le Cameroun passe par une crise sociopolitique. Alors, beaucoup de personnes se sont vues abandonner leur lieu d'habitation pour se délocaliser quelque part. On ne peut pas leur en vouloir pour ça. Parce que c'est nous-mêmes qui avons la responsabilité de trouver une solution pour cette situation-là. Mais on ne l'a pas fait. Jusqu'ici, on ne l'a pas fait. Donc les populations, c'est normal que les populations cherchent à s'abriter quelque part.
You are saying that what we see in Douala here is because people left somewhere.
À Douala, ici, on va parler peut-être...
There are places where people have been told not to construct, but they keep constructing, and there is no respect for land, the least land that exists, which could permit water to flow. Everybody wants to live there.
C'est justement parce que les Camerounais vivent dans des situations précaires. Les citoyens camerounais sont asphyxiés, Monsieur Léon.
Okay.
Ils n'ont pas le choix.
Non, pas le choix. Let's take a listen to the governor of the Southwest region, who had a working visit to Limbe, chief town of Fako division.
The first evaluation is that the cholera outbreak is there. Our structures, the hospitals, are overloaded. Thank God that medical officers in charge of those hospitals have been proactive, and they have taken preventive measures to succeed, to host, to receive various patients. They have put canopies in the out of the halls, and the people are at least under the canopies, and all the patients are under treatment. But the problem is now the causes of the cholera. Now we are at where the place they call Down Beach, Dockyard, I don't know, and where you have understood people saying that there is no toilet here. So a whole part of the Limbe city, no toilet, and here you have all the fishermen. They say that they use the water to ease themselves. They use some butches here to ease themselves. And according to medical officers, that is the source of cholera. If we don't stop it, if we don't cut the disease at the sources here, the grassroots, will continue to receive patients, to treat them, but disease will continue. So the instruction I'm giving to the local authorities, the mayors and the SDO, is to undertake a program of construction of toilet here. In less than 30 days, they should construct public toilet. Because if you don't do it, these people will continue. And the cholera, this place of it now, because it's the same environment in it now, the same environment here in Limbe, will continue to remain the port of the epicenter of cholera. So the state must take some measures, and at the end to oblige to everybody who is having a house here must show his toilet. But for the emergency situation, the council should build a minimum of 10 public toilets here. That's what we can say. And you, the pressmen, must also sensitize the population. Because when someone is dead, he's dead. The life is first of all personal and individual. You don't die for me, I cannot die for you. It's only Jesus who died for all of us. And he died for all of us to save our lives. The medical, the regional delegate have prescribed measures to boil water, and we have ordered that those well in some quarters should be closed. Water have been invited to supply potable water in some quarter with the assistance of the municipality, the CDC, and the SONA, who will provide tanks. So those are the measures we have put in place, and this to stop while waiting for a whole reorganization of the way of building and people living here in the city of Limbe, the coastal cities, Limbe, Chico, Idinao, and the rest, Bamuso. That's what I can say.
Okay, Monsieur le Gouverneur, si vous permettez.
Yes, the governor is prescribing some measures that needs to be taken, calling on the municipality to erect at least 10 public toilets in the city of Limbe. But how do we understand? Beaucoup de gens construisent. Pourquoi vous construisez sans les toilettes aussi?
Au Cameroun, moi, je suis toujours abasourdie par ce qui se passe parce que on est tout le temps en train de réagir. C'est-à-dire, on vient toujours réagir lorsqu'il y a déjà une solution. Alors, on ne prévoit jamais rien. Les choses nous surprennent toujours. La bonne question, c'est pourquoi est-ce que les Camerounais vont se retrouver dans un lieu où ils ne peuvent pas avoir peut-être des toilettes?
Yeah, but why do people not construct toilets for themselves?
Monsieur Léo, à cette question-là, moi, je voudrais dire une chose, c'est que pour la part des Camerounais, on va parler de négligence pour certains, parce qu'il y en a qui pensent que, ok, ils peuvent déféquer peut-être dans la nature. Ils oublient qu'à chaque fois que tu défèques peut-être dans la nature, ou bien que tu jettes quelque chose dans la nature, ça revient sur toi. Mais autre part, on a aussi quand même une administration qui est censée contrôler ces choses. Je ne pense pas que lorsque quelqu'un construit sa maison, on devrait juste laisser que la personne construise. Il y a tout un plan, il y a toute une organisation. Je pense qu'il y a un plan de construction. Il y a des équipes qui doivent passer pour contrôler. Est-ce que cette maison est supposée être construite à ce lieu et est-ce que cette maison a tout ce qu'il faut pour être une maison habitable? Le problème qui se pose ici, Monsieur Léo, c'est que chaque Camerounais a abandonné ses responsabilités. Tout le monde vit à la je m'en fous. Et c'est ça le problème du Cameroun. Tout le monde fait ce qu'il veut, comme il veut et quand il veut. Et à la fin, on se retrouve en train de lancer les pieds à X et Y.
My friend went fishing in Vola here.
Okay.
And when they started the fishing somewhere not far from here, he saw one father come down and then defecated. And not long after, two young guys came and they had to abandon what they were doing because they discovered that almost everybody is coming to in the stream. Yeah. But why would people also, you know that maybe where you are defecating, there are people who may be consuming the water downstream. Isn't it also very irresponsible that houses are constructed and nobody cares about constructing toilets? Because we are discussing this as if we are joking. There are many quarters, they are watching us now. Yeah. Ask them where the toilets are. How do you live without the toilet?
On parle pas seulement des maisons d'habitation. Lorsque tu vas peut-être dans un snack bar ou bien dans un restaurant, ou bien si tu vas à des idos, s'il te plaît, il n'y a pas de toilette. Moi, j'ai pas encore vu de toilette là-bas. Les gars, ils font pipi en route partout. Et puis, ce sont les rigoles qui en prennent le coup. Mais la question ici, Monsieur Léo, c'est qui est responsable de faire quoi? Et pourquoi est-ce que ces personnes responsables de faire ces choses ne les font pas? C'est ça la bonne question. Parce que il est vrai, les Camerounais, il y a des Camerounais qui sont irresponsables. Mais comment est-ce que les personnes qui sont supposées être mises en des lieux stratégiques pour imposer à certains de ces Camerounais-là qui sont irresponsables d'être responsables, pourquoi ils ne font pas leur travail? Pourquoi sont-ils donc payés s'ils ne font pas leur travail? Si tu vas rentrer peut-être dans les bureaux du cadastre, je sais pas moi trop quoi, du cadastre aujourd'hui, Monsieur Léo, je suis sûr qu'appareil peut-être le directeur n'est pas encore arrivé. Et pourtant, il y a les dossiers dans son bureau. Comment est-ce qu'on contrôle les dossiers lorsqu'on n'est pas là? Comment est-ce qu'on contrôle les constructions lorsqu'on n'est pas là? Comment est-ce qu'on connaît que, ok, telle personne est en train de construire dans tel lieu si on ne se lève pas de notre bureau pour aller contrôler?
Okay, the governor is instructing the municipality in Limbe to construct 10 new toilets. We hope that is done to help save the situation of the population. But also in that meeting yesterday was the GM of the CDC. Let's take a listen to what he has to do. He has to do with respect to the plan that has been put in place.
À côté du gouvernement, comme le gouvernement
And a cholera outbreak in areas as populated as ours will be even a bigger catastrophe. Therefore, the message is to heed to the measures that the government has put in place. Measures of sanitation, measures of us taking care of ourselves, improving on our sanitary consciousness. Hygiene and sanitation is the key. As CDC, the challenges that we face is meeting up with the increased populations. As the governor highlighted in the meeting, we have a challenge in the region of many internally displaced persons that have to be accommodated. Moses additional pressure on the sanitary installations, and as CDC, we have taken measures to be able to react to that, to be able to drain our toilet facilities more frequently than we were supposed to have been doing.
Okay, the CDC is also doing a lot to arrest the situation, but also calling on the population to heed to hygiene and sanitation. Instructions are given, but the hygiene and sanitation departments of our municipalities are supposed to up their game. They have to do more.
Monsieur Léo, avant d'arriver au niveau de peut-être les gens qui s'occupent de l'hygiène dans cette municipalité, je vais commencer
par... Dans les communes du Cameroun.
Voilà, je vais commencer d'abord par adresser la situation de CDC elle-même. Est-ce que derrière CDC, on peut vraiment dire que le lieu est bien aménagé? Mais par contre, il y a des gens qui habitent derrière CDC. Mais est-ce que CDC s'est arrangé à ce que ces déchets ne nuisent pas à la population? Pourquoi c'est maintenant, lorsqu'il y a un cas de choléra, que on veut commencer à prendre des mesures? Pourquoi ne pas avoir pris ces mesures-là depuis? On ne peut pas vivre au Cameroun comme ça. On ne peut pas se permettre de vivre comme ça. On va se placer aujourd'hui devant les caméras et dire que, ok, CDC va arranger, CDC va faire ceci, CDC va mettre ceci. Pourquoi CDC n'a pas pris les mesures au départ? Pourquoi? Pourquoi c'est maintenant, quand il y a déjà des cas de choléra, il y a déjà des gens qui sont décédés, qu'on veut prendre des solutions?
Yeah, the CDC was called up to assist. It is the government that has to ensure this. The CDC is not responsible for the hygiene and sanitation of our Cameroonians.
Monsieur Léo, toute entreprise est supposée.
But we don't have specific cases from the CDC, so I would not want us to use this platform to touch on the image of institutions. Yes, it is something that is touching on Limbe, touching on Buea. If the cases were happening in the CDC, we would address CDC directly. Let's take a listen to what the GM of Sonara has to say.
Jean-Paul, the General Manager of Sonara. We have attended a meeting called by Mr. Governor. Cholera is a very great issue of public health, and the governor organized an operation of raise funds to help population, to help our hospital to face this situation. Within the framework of our social responsibility, Sonara has done a contribution on this basket of 10 million francs. We think that within this solidarity, we will accompany the government to tackle this great issue of public health. Thank you.
Okay, that was the GM of Sonara, indicating that they have also committed themselves to help address the situation. If you're watching us from wherever you are, just call the numbers on your screen, and we're going to take you live to contribute in what we are discussing about. If you're watching, especially those from Limbe and Buea, the southwest region, please just call the numbers on your screen. The first number, call the first number. If you have a contribution on WhatsApp, send it to the second number so that we can give you opportunity to help educate the population on what they need to do to arrest the situation. But the media also according to the governor, is also supposed to be used to sensitize the people. But there are structures like the hygiene and sanitation departments of our respective municipalities. Should they not use the media also to reach out to the people, educate the people constantly?
Effectivement, Monsieur Léo, je pense qu'il est grand temps au jour d'aujourd'hui que ces cabinets ou bien ces parties de cette municipalité supposées amener l'hygiène et salubrité dans ces régions du Cameroun utilisent aussi les médias pour communiquer, pour éduquer la population. Parce que lorsque tu n'as pas une information, tu ne sais pas comment...
One minute, okay. Please. Lasha, can you get to Honoré? He's struggling to get to me. Just get to Honoré if it's on standby so that we can get something from Limbe. Yeah, allez-y. Allez-y.
Ok, j'étais en train de dire que c'est vrai qu'au jour d'aujourd'hui, ces organisations ou bien ces bureaux qui sont censés s'occuper de l'hygiène et salubrité doivent aussi utiliser les médias pour éduquer la population. On a une population camerounaise qui est peu informée. Et c'est un problème. On a eu peut-être le cas de Covid-19 au Cameroun. Les Camerounais étaient réticents parce que l'information n'a pas été bien passée. Donc, si au jour d'aujourd'hui, on peut arriver à bien passer l'information aux populations en fonction...
Hello, we are told there is a caller on air. Good morning, sir. You're welcome. Hello, good morning and welcome to special edition on My Media Prime. Allô? It's not there, Alison.
Ok, je disais tantôt que lorsque, au jour d'aujourd'hui, peut-être ces municipalités ou bien ces services qui sont supposés s'occuper de l'hygiène et de la salubrité vont utiliser les médias, les Camerounais seront plus informés sur comment est-ce qu'ils doivent se tenir.
Yes, what I want to say is that the toiletry conditions in city towns, they are very bad. If you send a video to you, you know, like even just to see it, it's very bad. You don't need to see some of their toilets. You see how people manage to go there, you crawl on top of the street before you can use the toilet. It's very bad.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you for that contribution. We have to, the conditions of our toilets are very nasty. And how do we help? How do we even, because if we have to wait for somebody to come and fix our solution, we are dead and gone.
Yeah.
The people who live on, when you listen to what the caller is saying, it's very disturbing.
Effectivement, Monsieur Léo, au jour d'aujourd'hui, les Camerounais, moi je suis une Camerounaise et je peux me mettre dans leur peau. Les Camerounais survivent, Monsieur Léo. C'est difficile pour les Camerounais au jour d'aujourd'hui.
Hello? Yeah.
Yeah, hello, Mr. Liu.
Good morning and welcome.
Yeah, good morning.
Yes, your contribution. Your name first and where you are calling from.
My name is Malafe Kenneth. I'm calling for Buea.
Okay.
I think the cause of this cholera mostly is this our forage issue.
Okay.
Because everywhere now in Southwest we are seeing forage.
Yes, if there is, we have lots and lots of them in Buea, in Limbe and other towns. What do you think should be done? Do we close them?
Because in Buea there is no water. You see, everybody is drinking the forage. There is not tap water. Water to drink.
How do we fix the issue, Mola?
No, it's not a matter of close them because they need to take some precaution for you to. If you want to have a flush, at least you need to keep it clean.
Yes, but don't you think that this
to fix the issue, right? I think the government can just bring up with some medication and give it to everybody who has forage in order to keep their water clean. To treat their water before giving it to the population, because somebody like me, I don't drink our normal water.
Okay, you want government to do something. We hope that government actually does something to monitor and inspect the respective facilities that we have erected in our respective homes to provide us with water.
Okay, you want government to hope that government actually to monitor and inspect the respective facilities
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Secondly, these people who prepare food along the roadside, because you cannot understand what is happening in this area because you first of all see somebody that is selling food. The person first of all dating. That you are selling food to the public.
Mola, yes, you have to talk to the public. What would you tell the public now?
And the person is selling food beside the trash can. Especially these people roast fish. These people roast fish. Okay, now I have to tell the public something. For me to go into a restaurant and get a food for 2,000, like in the St. Clair restaurant or the other restaurant, which I know that their food are well prepared, it's nothing for me because my health is more important than the money. Than to get something beside the roadside is very nasty.
Okay, we have to ensure that we take full responsibility for the things that we buy out of our homes and how we live our lives.
Yes. Yes, especially the people who sell pork meat. These people who sell pork meat like this. You will see somebody selling pork meat and the person allowed to make open. All the flights are coming to land there. Everybody is coming to land there. You yourself that you want to buy it. Maybe you people are there, about 20 of you. You people want to buy the same meat. You people are talking on top of the meat. So the government needs to do something, especially here in this Moliko in Buea. The government needs to do something. I'm calling on Buea Council to take charge of that. They have to control it.
Thank you very much, Mola. Thank you for calling and contributing. Okay, we are this time around going to take a listen to, once again, we're going to be listening to the regional delegate for public health for the Southwest region.
Hello, Mr. Leo. This is Valentine calling from Mundemba.
Okay, Vali, go on.
Yeah, concerning the cholera issue. It's really worrisome some issue. Yeah, the issue is that water supply to is another issue. Places like Buea, normally during the dry season, there's a shortage of water. And people go in for this forage, which is not actually treated. And they consume it the way they like without treating it. All of this contribute to the cholera outbreak. Food sold in restaurants. It's another problem. They are just exposed and at times ice pressure on them. And people just consume without considering the sanitary condition of the place. So I am also pleading for the council, especially the sanitary department, to take into consideration the sanitary condition of those that are selling food and the condition of the water that people are consuming. This will go a long way to curb the spread of this cholera disease.
Thank you very much for calling all the way from Mundemba. Have a nice day.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, can we take a listen to the regional delegate for public health for the Southwest region?
Thank you for canceling me. We talk about this may be very serious. We call it cholera. Cholera no be na COVID. Cholera no be na sick way to stay. Cholera na sick way. Now you catch am. Now so you fit die. So we talk for people. Say me they know say cholera no be na witchcraft. Cholera na sick way dey. And cholera link more na with water, dirty water wey you drink. Cholera link more now with the chop where you chop. Cholera link more now with your hand where you no wash up. So all the bacteria where you work for enter your skin for cause you cholera. If you do things then fine, you no go get them. Let me say if you drink fine water, you don't get cholera. But if you don't get fine water for your compound, the water will get them. But then if you treat them, if you boil them, you go drink them, you go fine. If you use some tablet, they will get we will get people them for free. Small doctor then they for free when they give that tablet. Then the tissue have to put them for water for make and see me water fine, so that you fit drink them. And then we teach many people they no say no be na only my own. So then two people they talk for their brother and sister. And for say if they get one person who get small cholera, they get small shit, may they no keep them for house. May they take a rod for hospital. May they know when I say maybe shit don't over serious. Then they start thinking say the one come for hospital if you don't late. So may they come for hospital. For now we get about 1,700 cases who don't take her. We get about 50 dead people where they don't die. Now all we hospitals and plenty. They don't flop cholera case. They don't flop for bed and they for down. We know the one same people come out again for community, they come for hospital. Because we think say they fit stop them, may that sick no catch them for community. But if them for their house then they make the sick come, then the sick will calm down. When they come for hospital don't flop. The risk they say then too they feel die. So they get for just taking a fine measure they will talk them every day for say make cholera no catch them. Or if they catch them, no diagnose and quickly so that we fit treat them before they reach on stage where they will fit sleep for hospital.
Okay, we're going to be giving way for Audrey Zaza to present the news brief. Please, if you are watching, don't go and inch, just stay put. After the news, we're going to be continuing discussing what is happening in the southwest region with respect to cholera in Buea and Limbe precisely. We're going to give you opportunity to call and also educate Cameroonians on what it would take to kick cholera out of our communities.
Welcome to a new world of TV broadcasting. My Major Prime. News, discovery, culture, sports, entertainment, a beat